shall perish. We shall protect us from all the fools. God is the prize, His meant for we will pay. When that was done, with the shred of peace. Now to the Biafra, consecrated nation, oh Fatherland, please give us hope and faith. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Sealing abroad will cause a privilege. The waving storm, the big memories, the fleet shall always be a flag of liberty. We shall emerge triumphant from this morning, and through the crucible must pass be passed. When we are born, thou wilt so to build. We shall remember those who died in Mars. And shall not always give the song. For victory is on all sides and oh God, Jehovah genyere anyị aka. Dabere Chukwu, Jehovah agaghị inye aka. Guzoro Chukwu. Ọnọdụ anyị chọrọ inye aka n'ezie Chineke. Inye aka nke si n'eluigwe bịa. Ọ bụ inye aka gị ga-anapụta anyị n'ọnọdụ anyị nwetara onwe anyị n'ime Naịjirịa taa. Ndị na-enweghị karịrị ndị nwere na ọ bụghị mmadụ niile na-ezu ohi. Ọ bụ ọnọdụ a ka Izrel nọ mgbe Hosea na-ebu amụma. Mgbe mmadụ na-enweghị ike ịrapịọm resọ maọbụ onye ụgha maọbụ onye ohi. Ndị ọrụ arụ ọrụ anaghị akwụ ha ụgwọ. Chineke mere anyị aka. Ọnọdụ anyị taa o juru m anya rie m ọnụ. Ebe nwanne na-ere nwanne ya o nyere anyị aka. Anụrụ m ọnụ nke na-asị guzoro Chukwu dabere onye isi ala. Anụrụ m ọnụ nke na-asị guzoro Chukwu, ọ dịghị ọ na-apụghị ime. Ozi nwa m adala mba. Ka anụrụ m ọnụ na-asị ozi nwa m adala mba guzoro Chukwu. Jehova bụ onye isi agha. O mefuru onye ọdụ. Nkume n'obi ike kwuru adabere ogesi ike, ube ndụ agbakwuru ezuru ike, aṅụrụ aṅụrụ ndụ. Dabere Chukwu, dabere onye isi agha. Ọnọdụ anyị taa o juru m anya rie m ọnụ. Ebe nwanne na-ere nwanne ya ụwa siri ike. Dabere onye isi agha ụwa siri ike. Achọpụtago m ihe ọtụtụ mmadụ ji aghọ psychophants na-enweghị aka ọrụ ọzọ na ịkọ asị. Ebe a na-achọta a ga-esi rapịọm, ọtụtụ mmadụ wee ghọzie otu igwe na-etiri ma ndị ohi ma ndị ama ka e wee rie Chineke mere ụmụ ebere. Nyere anyị aka eluigwe, nyere anyị aka eluigwe, nyere anyị aka, ị pụrụ inye aka. Anụrụ m ọnụ nke na-asị guzoro Chukwu, guzoro onye isi agha. Anụrụ m ọnụ nke na-asị dabere Chukwu, dịghị ọ na-apụghị ime. Father, hear my cry. Heavenly Father, hear my call. Don't let the naira win it all, Lord. Don't let the naira take it all. I want naira win, I'm afraid. The downtrodden will suffer too much. They will be marginalized more and more. They can never win any case. They don't even have money enough to eat, let alone for litigation. Oh God, deliver your people. We are praying for equal justice and the poor of this nation. The undoing of Nigeria is born to rule mentality. I am born to rule, you are born to serve. That idea must have come from hell, not from God. Born to rule mentality, dangerous, like the kill Africa. It's so dangerous, oh, it can be dangerous. Born to rule mentality, dangerous, very dangerous. To think it is funny, to believe it is a crime. That you are born to rule and another is born to serve. You won't make some people write a protest letter to God because of you. Want to rule mentality can be dangerous. Can be dangerous. Want to rule mentality can be dangerous. Can be dangerous. Want to rule can be dangerous. Want to rule mentality. It's so dangerous. It's the cause of tribal war. It's so dangerous. Ethnic conflicts, tribal war. It's so dangerous. Now born to rule mentality. It can be dangerous. Better talk of equal rights, equal justice, equal chance. We are born with equal opportunities to end up unequal. That's right. Mafia is the cross we bear. The cross we bear in Africa. I'm bound to rule, I'm bound to serve. It's so dangerous. control mentality.
Yes, sir, once again, fellow Biafrans, wonderful men and women across the globe, I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, depending on your time zone. This is still Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He's the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Mazi Uche Okafor Mefo is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, His Royal Highness, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, the King of Afariku. Afaribeku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. And Abia State is Biafra land. For almost 60 years now, nobody has been able to stand up to speak for the collective interests of Biafran people until he came. He is the director of Radio Biafra as well as Biafran Television. And by the special grace of Chukwu Kikabiam, I remain George Onyibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, I will not proceed until I acknowledge the Creator. His name is Chukwu Kikabiama. He sits in heaven and presides over the affair of man. And so in my humble way this evening, I say to him, Anyị na-aja gị mma n'ihi na ị mara mma ịhụnanya anyị na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadị o inwe gị mgbanwe ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị ịbụ Alpha na Omega anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma o ise. And of course, without wasting much of our time, we will go to our topic this evening, which is simply titled Four Most Important Facts about the Biafran Restoration Project. There are 4 things I want us to consider that has led to this project that IPOB has embarked on. 4 major things. Everybody must carry it at the back of their mind. Because if not, sometimes what we are doing will not have meaning. I'm reaching you, of course, with every degree of certain things across the globe, from Biafra land. From Biafra land. And there is issue of coronavirus going on. They shared money among themselves, among the region. And there is no one meant for Biafrans. I don't know if they give to the governors. I don't know. But the government in Biafra land, the government of Nigeria, did not make any provision for Biafrans. The Yoruba receive at least rotten rice. But they receive. They didn't even send the rotten rice for us. The Fulani and Hausa have their own share. One bag of rice, 40, 30,000, as the case may be. That is bad. They are saying they are doing lockdown. It is Fulani, Yoruba, and Hausa are the majority of police that are locking down our community. Can somebody tell me that the lockdown in Kano is Igbo man in the army that are locking Kano down? Is it Igbo man that is locking down Medugri, Sokoto, and the rest of them? Some things are not good. And the earlier we begin to see them the way it is, the better for all of us. There is lockdown everywhere. You see Fulani, Janja, weed idiot who cannot brush their teeth. All of them are with AK-47. They are the ones chasing us inside. But in the north, there is nothing like social distancing of any kind. They don't even see the reason why they should lock them in. It is bad. We go to school, but we will not get employment. It is bad. They deliberately turn us against one another. It is bad. They make sure our land is not developed. It is bad. Bill Gates and China now are ready to poison Nigerians and reduce their population. Their target is Biafra land. It is bad. And of course, in the coming days, a lot of atrocity will be unleashed against us as a people. It is bad. But let me tell you what actually I want us to focus on this evening. This is the month of May. And on the 30th day of this month, which is approximately about 23 days or so from now, we will remember our fallen heroes and heroines. It is important we understand what happened to them. Just 4 things would have happened to them. And then every Biafran, anywhere you are, begin to get ready. Because somebody will defend our land. Honestly, we don't want war. We are not calling for war. But they are going to bring this war to us. Because the more you drag Nigerian down to the mud, the more they are preparing for you. And there is nothing anybody can do about it. But we know that when that war will start, everybody have to choose their side. Ojukwu was here from 1960 till 1970 when he left. Ojukwu was here. Ojukwu saw his people being killed. Ojukwu saw his people being frustrated. Ojukwu saw the attack on his people. Ojukwu knew that they are going to kill us. And Ojukwu did what every noble man will do. You say, my people, come back home. They talked about restructure in Abuli Accord. It didn't work. They called for referendum. It didn't work. But don't forget that about 6 months before Ojukwu declared Biafra, Adakaburu have actually declared Niger Delta Republic, which means they all saw what was coming. Then let us look at Ken Saruwiwa promoting the Bill of Rights. All of them are pointing to one thing, that Nigeria is not for us. Adakaburu saw that the oil coming from Biafra land was used in developing the north. And for reason best known to him, he dropped out of University of Nsukka, Enugu, came back home and formed Niger Delta Volunteer Force and declared the Republic of Niger Delta. For 12 days, he fought Nigeria. Why? Nigerians are stealing their oil and taking to Abuja and Lagos. And nothing is left for them. 2, all the oil well in his town and community belong to Nigeria. All of them. And he just don't know how they become the owners of the oil in his father's backyard. And he knew the only way is to break out of Nigeria. He was stopped. Somewhere along the line, he decided to make some move, which we may not all agree today. But he was killed in the process by Nigerian people. But I'm trying not to mention any name. I don't want to mention Yoruba. I don't want to mention Hausa Fulani. But I want you to use your tongue and count your teeth. Who is this Nigerian people? So who killed Adakaburu? Anonymous, Nigeria. So who is in Nigeria now? And so Adakaburu is gone. Even though he fought and was killed by the same Nigerian, he later thought that somewhere along the line, there is a way we will do it. Nigeria will now allow us to go. He now supported them. They still killed him. We give it to Adekule, the Black Scorpion. He's in Nigeria. We give it to Obafemi Awolowo. We give it to Olusegun Obasanjo. They were the one that actually redoctrinated him. But we will come to that later. But today, does any Niger Delta man who send you well? The answer is no. Because as far as Nigerians remain, you will not have access to anyone. Till today, are they using the oil resources in our Niger Delta to develop our Niger Delta? No way. According to their principle, they will not do such a thing. They can't allow you to develop. They will not allow you to have power, so you will not fight back. And so how many years on? What Adakaburu fought for, they never get it. And the situation is even worse. Number 2, Ojukwu moved on. Ojukwu said, no, we cannot be producing the resources of this nation and yet cannot develop our land. And yet they are killing our people indiscriminately. In fact, Ojukwu declaring Biafra was not about the resources, but it was about the indiscriminate killing of our people. I want you to understand the difference between the similarity between the three of them. Ojukwu said, no, you cannot be killing my people this way. It has to stop. They went to Aburi Accord to restructure Nigeria so that Nigerian police will not block the road. Nigerian army will not be terrorizing us. Nigerian judicial system will not be mesmerizing us. They told him, no, it is not possible. In order for Ojukwu to stop the killing of our people, he asked our people to come back home. And those who listened came back home. And those who refused to listen remained where they are. Nigeria discovered that majority of the Biafran people returned home. And so they followed us and said, you are not going anywhere. You people are my food. We are going to eat you. You are going to die as our slave. We are born to rule. And for 3 years and 6 months, they unleash mayhem. They attack our people. Millions were massacred. The greatest weapon at their disposal was starvation. And at the climax of the war, Ojukwu went into exile. And those who died, are we going to say they died for nothing? Because the same way Adakaburu declared Niger Delta Republic in order to control oil well and the resources coming from his land, he never received it. That is the same way Ojukwu fought to liberate his people from being killed indiscriminately. Ojukwu is dead. The beginning of killing has just started. I must remind you that since the end of the Biafran war to today, Nigeria state has killed more Biafrans, numbers that are equivalent to those who died in the war. So Ojukwu is dead. The killing didn't stop. Every day they are killing our people. Because some persons don't even understand what's in here. And then finally, after the war, Ken Saro-Wiwa discovered the degeneration of his land. There is nothing to show for all the oil coming. They are only destroying their farmland, destroying the source of their livelihood, the fishing, no drinking water, Most of you do not know that there is a chemical they have poured in the water within the river's axis. It is killing all the croaker fish in that water. And one whale, one shark was spotted to have been killed by the same poison. Nobody's talking about what is going on with River State water. But Ken Saro-Wiwa thought he could push on the Bill of Rights that enables them to lay certain claim to the finance that will make available certain basic life amenities. He moved on to campaign for it, to champion that cause. He didn't find justice in Nigerian court system. The same people he believed they would be fair to him, the same Nigerian people. He was accused forcefully, and after which he was sentenced to death by hanging. And after hanging him, they buried him in an unmarked grave. But before they could cover the grave, they poured acid on him. So that even in the nearby future, if you go there, you want to assume the DNA or test the DNA, he's gone. You can never see him again. But Ogoni is still on the same position where they find themselves. All you hear is Ogoni clean up, Ogoni clean up, Ogoni clean up. More than 50 years on, Ogoni will not be cleaned up. Ken Saro-Wiwa is dead. Tonight, I want us to look at just 4 important aspects about this Biafra restoration project. Today, our leader, Mazen Nandekano, is here. He's simply calling for referendum. Let us vote whether we will remain in Nigeria or not. People have died. I thank Elohim, he's still alive and he will remain alive, continue leading us until we get our promised land. One day he's going to make a decision. Our readiness on that day will decide whether we will be like Ojukwu. We will decide whether we will end up like Ken Saro-Wiwa. He shall decide whether we will end up like Adakaboro. And that is why every one of us must be very careful. Ojukwu have allies from the Nigerian side. He believed faithfully in them that they will do the right thing at the right time. But they were his graces. They were the greatest weapon of his undoing. I know till his death, he will not forgive himself. Adakaboro collaborated somewhere along the line with the Nigerian state, who were able to blackmail the Igbo man for him. He died. He didn't get what he had. Wherever he is now, he will be regretting his action. Ken Saro-Wiwa died the same way. And if they all have the privilege to live, there are a lot of mistakes they made that they will not make today. And then those of us alive must learn from there. There are 4 things that happen. Number 1, the Nigerian genocidal war was a horrible experience for the Biafrans. Very horrible. Those of you who are in the area where there is lockdown, those of you who are enjoying the coronavirus, this one you can still go and get something to buy. In my location where I am, there is no food, nothing to buy, nothing. And then maybe it's going to last for 1 week and then I can only begin to imagine what men and women, young and old, went through for 3 years and 6 months. Or let's say approximately 3 years. It was horrible. There is a video online. It shows where a father is burying the son, hiding the son inside a sockaway pit to save him from the Nigerian army. The question is, who is this Nigeria? Our leader in his last broadcast, or one of the articles he wrote, he said after the war, the people were weak. Our women were raped. Majority of our women were raped. And they give birth to Nigerian children. And they're everywhere. I had access to a reverend father who was in Anambra State during the war. And from his encounter, he told me that in his Catholic church, there was an army lodge there, Nigerian Army Lodge. That was after the captured Anambra. He said to me that when they bring stockfish or rice, they always put salt inside them. And so as they pour the rice on the ground to share for the soldiers, there is always salt on the ground. He said to me one day he didn't know what was happening in those where Gowan Nigerian people, let me not mention their name, Nigerian people, because of the Yoruba and the Hausa. He went there and watched what was happening. He said after they finished sharing the food, one woman came there and started packing the sand. This was during the war. And he went close to the woman and asked her, why are you packing the sand? The woman said that when he packed the sand, he gets home, she will pour the sand inside water and filter the water out from the sand. Then they can get the water tasting like salt for them to drink or cook food to reduce the level of kwashiorkor. Those who actually heard Biafran, that was when stockfish started, because they were molding stockfish with salt. So if you have stockfish, you just soak it in the water, you have plenty of salt. It was a horrible experience. They were pregnant women they killed, and they will bring out the baby in their womb and kill the baby separately. It's a horrible experience. The people in Calabar don't know the difference between day and night. Because during the night time, the bullet coming from the Nigerian warship will lighten up the whole community. They shoot at anything that moves. Wherever they see smoke coming up, they believe people are cooking. They begin to shoot in every direction. It was a horrible experience for 3 years. These are Nigerian people dealing with Nigerian people. We are Nigerian, Abi. It was a horrible experience. But each time I sit down, I look at Nigerian people. You know, anytime we talk about the Nigerian genocidal war on the Biafrans, we have 3 fronts of this war. Hopefully in the morning tomorrow we will look at it, because this is the era where we remember our fallen hero and heroine. There was a way they handled the people in the eastern region. There was a way they handled the people in the coastal region. And there was a way they fought the war in Bende State, Middle Belt, Biafra land. It was horrible. It was horrible for 3 years. Many countries of the world joined them, and they slaughtered our people like flies. But I want you to look at yourself, you governor in Biafra land, you Biafran who is offended about Biafra issue, you Yoruba, you Hausa, you Fulani, sorry, you Nigerian people. Think about what you did. They never showed remorse up to today. They never showed remorse. They even look at you, let's do them more. I'm not talking about what they did to those who were trapped outside Biafra land. It was a horrible situation. I want you to compare what you are going through as a Biafran in Nigeria. There is no war. I want you to consider what you are going through. And then try to compare it with what our fathers suffered in the hand of these demons called Nigerians. And you see, they don't have respect for you. It really doesn't matter. And you know in their mind, Biafra will not come. If we do, they will still kill us. Nothing will happen. But we shall know in the end. Number one, understand it was a terrible experience. Number two, the greatest act of wickedness was unleashed against Biafra by the Nigerian counterparts. They have finished killing them, stabbing them to death, raping some to death, having committed every form of atrocity. And then they unleash the worst act of wickedness. You can imagine young men 3 years later, after severe hunger of 3 years later, before the war, they have their money in their bank. And Nigerian government sees all of them. My mother was not in Enugu during the war. She was not anywhere near Anambra. She was in Abo. Why Nigerian people? Because if I say Yoruba now, people will get angry. He's calling Yoruba. Why Nigerian people took my mother's money, I don't know. So when you are telling me what happened in the war, they took my mother's money. My mother died without a bank account. She died without a bank account. She was not a poor woman. The fear of the money Nigerian took from my mother, she never had a bank account till she died. I don't know how much, and I'm not sure she knew, but what she told me was that they gave her only 20 pounds. Only 20 pounds. Ejimenwa Chano. That is her name, among others. Only 20 pounds. But when I want to evaluate her value, I know it's not small money. Because she told me she bought the first plot of land in her life at the age of 26. And of course, you know, irrespective of time and dispensation, a plot of land is not cheap. It's not 300,000. And if she can buy a plot of land within that age, that means she has huge amount of money in the account, kid from her and many other of our parents. That was an act of wickedness. They begin to dislodge our people from the civil service. They begin to recondition our people to buying and selling that we are doing today. I was listening to a video online. One girl, he was shouting, "Oh, I'm crying, oh, all our people in abroad are armed robbers, so hey, our people, you people are armed robber." That one now they will say is a Biafra, no. That is why we talk about bad blood. People will not understand. The greatest act of wickedness was unleashed. There are things they did in the West. They didn't do it in the East. They did it in the South. They actually dealt with us. They reprogrammed us. They re-engineered us. Nigeria. And the worst part of the act of wickedness is that they don't even allow you to talk about it. I want us to check it. What problem does our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, have with Nigeria? He just spoke the truth. And so he spoke the truth. He spent almost 3 years in the prison. He spoke the truth. They came to his house, invaded his house, killed 28 people, among others. He's speaking the truth. They say we are terrorists. What was he saying? Is it how we drink Pami with Nigeria? Or what Nigerian did to us? Everybody that has been arrested in connection to IPOB activity, they call them terrorists. Actually, when I was arrested, then they wanted to charge me for treason. And I remember what happened that day. The registrar said, "Where are his AK-47? Where is machine gun and grenade?" They say they don't have. He said, "Without I don't see these things, I will not charge him for treason." So Nigerian DSS now charge me for unholy gathering. I don't know if it's part of Nigerian law, Ndiara. But they never showed up again because they knew I was kidnapped. They know in the real sense they were kidnappers. These are out of wickedness. Today, may God have mercy upon you. You have problem with our person, Nigerian person, as a Biafra, and you go to police station. With them, you are dead. There is one Chima issue in Port Harcourt where Nigerian police killed him. Everybody was at justice for Chukuma, justice for Chukuma. Ikoku 4, Abikoku 5. The matter have died down. Nothing will happen. You are a Biafran. You don't have say. They kill you, you make noise. After a while, it will end. That is what they did to our fathers. They were not satisfied that Biafra land was destroyed completely. Structurally, economically, or otherwise. Number 3, we made a terrible mistake. And this terrible mistake should not repeat itself. 4 things I want you to know about the genocidal war. Number 1, like I said, it was a horrible experience. Gowon said that they will deal with us, that the mentioning of war self, we cannot. But they are wrong, they lie. It was horrible. It was the greatest act of unleashing wickedness to your fellow man. And like I said, the third one is terrible mistake that were made. That terrible mistake was that Ojukwu did not have the time, whether it was by omission or commission. He did not control his soldiers well. That was the loophole that enabled Nigeria to access the coastal region of Biafra land and then divide us further. Go and look at the commander in charge of Cross River State. Is Igbo man. Commander in charge of River State, it was Igbo man. Commander in charge of Delta State, it was Igbo man. Enugu, Anambra, and every place. Ojukwu made mistake. And so, with that mistake, Nigerian, I didn't say you see Yoruba or Hausa or Fulani. Nigerians, they smuggle and sneak in. That time, Cross River State was Akwa Ibom and Cross River State. And they started by telling them, you see, Ojukwu Army, how can Igbo man be in charge of your distance? They want to do like this. They will kill you people. Don't agree. Igbo are domineering. Look at. Ojukwu didn't see it. He left it that way. They got Cross River State. Today, irrespective of what happened, all of us are suffering it. We cannot afford to make that same mistake. They went to River State. They said the same thing. In fact, Ojukwu himself was in charge of Port Harcourt. Because Ojukwu fought in Iguruta, disbanding Nigerian army coming from Uguta. Ojukwu bombarded all of them. He chased them back from the air where they are coming from. That was a mistake. You know, some people will say he ran out of the war. He didn't run. He was in the war front. It was a great mistake that he made. It happened in Ogoni. It happened everywhere. And the moment you have people like Ken Saro-Wiwa speaking from Ogoni Aziz, you have people like Elechi Martin, Obi Wale, Adaka Boru, because then the coastal region from the eastern region ended in Bayelsa. And of course, Patani was not part of Bayelsa then. So at the three main junction, they were able to have people they conspired with. They preached to them the gospel of division. It works. And they bought it. And they start telling themselves, this Igbo man, I'm a man in charge of our community. Only God will save us. So, hey. They started regrouping. They formed alliance with Nigerian generals. So when you are in Ogoni community, Ogoni man will take them inside the corner road and capture Ogoni. You said that you run or you die. That is what they did in the coastal region. And that fourth part is something we must not make mistake about. Because even though history must repeat itself, it will be on our own terms. That is why people plan. Look at what is happening today. Everything that made Adaka Boru to fight is still happening times 10. Everything that made Ken Saro-Wiwa to move is still happening times 20. Everything that made Meko Dimegu to fight is still happening times 10 today. And everything that made our leader to come out and lead us in IPOB is still happening times 50 till tomorrow morning. Planning is very, very important. Ojukwu failed there. Maybe he didn't have the time or didn't get the people. And then finally, the war did not end. These four things you must understand. The war did not end. It was deceit. It was an act of deception. No victor, no vanquished. No victor, no vanquished. The war never ended. The slogan was there. The deprivation continued. The emasculation continued. The subjugation increased. They shouted, no victor, no vanquish, no victor. But who did this thing to us as a people? The Nigerian people. And so at this moment where we are trying to remember them, men and women who fought to make sure we are alive today, let us promise them we cannot let them down. Let us promise them that we will not back down until it's all over. Let us go back and learn from everything they went through. This is a moment of sober repression. Let us tell ourselves the truth and say never again are we going to give an inch to the enemy. What you are getting here on Radio Biafra is what you are supposed to get. It doesn't matter how it was. Our leader comes up all the time exposing Nigeria because it's going to play a very vital role. And Nigeria is feeling the pain. But while he is exposing Nigeria, we still have to consider the other side in our own land. Because the Nigerian people are training their children. There are Hausa Fulani in Biafra land. Their work is to come here and kill us. They pay them monthly salary. Some 25,000, some 30,000. The other government payroll. When they come in here, they are coming like rig worker. Their job is go and kill. Go to Bonny Island and you see how Fulani and Hausa children are there. The population is more than a Bonny people. Bonny people, their population is more than. We have access to interview one of them who didn't see us as a Igbo man. He told us that they are here for the mission. The mission is to kill people. So when we can buy boat to give them to patrol the water, it's to kill their people. It's to kill rivers people. They now control the waterways. My brother, we have work to do. If we don't tell you, you will not know. We have to tell you that as we are discussing here, the Yorubas are having meeting upon meeting. And when I read Awolowo, a Nigerian man write up about the Igbos after the war, I wept for myself. It is good that the Igbos suffer what they suffered and cannot blame anybody for their mistake or their mischievousness. The Yoruba nation, on the other hand, has acted wisely for not supporting the greedy Igbo man to fight against Nigeria. Today, they will live with consequence of their action for a very long time. And the Oduduwa nation, without apology, must grow on to prosperity. They may not see it out today, but it is embedded in their DNA. They have the do's and the don'ts. They are doing meeting. The Northerners, when they are doing meeting, they will tell them, oh, you are born to rule, oh, you are born to rule. Don't give Inyamere a chance, oh, you are born to rule. The Westerners, when they are doing meeting, they are telling you can't trust Igbo man, oh. You can't trust Igbo man, oh. You can't trust Igbo man, oh. They say it in the open and they do it in the open. But we are the only one defending all of them. But it really doesn't matter to them because their mission is simple. Kill these people. There are a lot of things happening that you are not seeing. Go and check people who are involved in estate agency, estate management. Go and involve in people doing money lenders. They are the ones selling all your land. Ulu Ale and Son Land Agency. You will run to them. Oh, I have land. He will put it on Yoruba radio. They now blow it. Sorry, Nigerian radio. Before Yoruba children will attack me. Yes, we have a very beautiful land in Lekki Phase 2. Come and buy. They are the ones selling your land. Estate management. Then you go to Enugu. They are there sharing piece of paper for you. We are the Alajo. Put 20 naira and December time you carry a bag of rice. We are the Alajo. But we can't see this. They have their plan made up. Since I was born till today, I have never seen any tribe sitting together to reconsider the plight of the Biafran people in this Nigeria. But Biafrans are the one crying, oh, don't kill Nigerians, so leave our Nigeria, oh, help our Nigeria. Go to Yoruba land and see Ibokwe. Touch Yoruba so that Ibokwe tell you are evil. Joe Ibokwe. Talk to the Hausa so that a hope who's danger tell you that you don't talk to Hausa. How long are we going to continue like that? When are we going to advise ourselves? Because you are not seeing it. You don't know how many of your people they kill on daily basis in the name of one Nigeria and in our own land. The corona issue now have calmed down so many things. And people think all is well. My brother, don't let anybody deceive you. Carry this 4 things at the back of your mind. Prepare yourself, harden yourself against all of them. And so that when the time comes, you will have the mind to strike without mercy. Because they have it already. They have that mindset for us already. They are busy distributing Alamajiri in Biafra land. Busy preparing to poison us. And most of our governors are aiding and abetting them. If they kill us today, what happened to our children? They actually had the intention to kill up all our father and leave the little children who will never know their history. But like I always say, the commandment of Chukwu Kikabiama is written in our heart. He resurrected. Biafrans, we are not here to fight because we hate anybody. We are here to fight anybody who is sustaining the state, the terrorist state, the zoo called Nigeria. That is why it makes sense to me. When are we going to come and fight on one front and hate those who hate us? The journey may be very difficult. David prayed to Almighty Elohim. He said, should I not hate those who hate you, O Lord? Yeah, with cruel hatred have I hated them. And Jesus said, I am not praying for the world. I am praying for those that you have given to me. I thought he died for the whole world. But when it was time for him to pray the main prayer, he said, Father, these ones you have given to me, I commit unto your hand. I am not praying for the world, but for this one that you have given to me. Everybody go answer in Father's name. And I hope you still know your father's name. Biafrans, wake up. From Igede to Yala to Idoma to Boburoa to Aruchuku, Biafrans, wake up. Biafrans, wake up. Because we need to defend our fatherland. I will not proceed more than that. But then we must remain focused on the issue of coronavirus. We must remain focused. And when our line is open and they are dumping Alamajiri infected with COVID-19 in your area, let us know so that they can be sent back to where they are coming from. We are fighting numerous enemies, home and abroad, physical and spiritual. But we must be willing to fight to the end and to the finish. I'll be back in a minute.
Worldwide people, they don't they kill us since. Nobody talk about them after the whole killing. Then go sweep them under the carpet. This people are shameless, they don't get conscience. Maybe in our blood, I am they take a bath. Without our resources, nothing like one Nigeria. These people are shameless, they don't get conscience. They don't set confusion among our brothers. They won't kill our leader because he speak the truth. These people are shameless, they don't get conscience. No hiding place for them. See their doom for their doorstep. We are blessed folks. I'm blessed no man feel cause worldwide team. Nigeria is falling, we are going to sink it out. With the truth, with the truth. We're coming out right now, but you don't the price is up. With the truth, with the truth. It's too late to paradise. Who are these today? Who see by this today to paradise? It's too late. Our backside is too late to paradise. It's too late. It's too late to paradise. Bazu is too late. This is special dedication to my friends and my brothers and my sisters and my uncle and my cousins who are here in Biafra land, outside Biafra land, in the world at large. We are Biafrans. If you are one Nigeria, why are they killing us? If you are one Nigeria, why are they raping us? If you are one Nigeria, why are they depriving us? We want to go, women, we want to go truly, we want to go sincerely, we want to go right now, we want to go, myself, I want to go, Nnamdi Kanu want to go, Uche Moko want to go, George Onyibe want to go, we want to go, Biafrans, they want to go, we are 7 steps ahead is you, we are whiter than white, we are whiter than snow, all we need is referendum, desecrating, dissipating, trafficking. I was born and raised in the Biafra land. This is my religion. Biafra is my religion. You can think Biafra, speak Biafra, see Biafra. God has signed it. Nobody can join it. Plus day, minus day. Biafra we come. We love you. We love you. We love you. Biafra. Woo! I told you. Nigeria is calling. We are going to sing it out. British government is fire. British government allows to go. The people of Chukwu won't go. We won't go. Allows to go. British government is fire. British government allows to go. We won't go. We won't go. Allows to go. Allows to go. Sing it out. With the truth. Coming out right now, coming down the prices out. With the truth. It's too late to apologize. You are it's too late. Abichi is too late to apologize. It's too late. Osiban is too late to apologize. Obasanjo is too late. Uganda is too late to apologize. Ojizokan is too late. With the 3 wise men, press the jail. Look at Julu Monday, CJ Papa, Ghost Train. I love it, 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 I love it.
Yes, of course, at this moment, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line is 07081545642. 07081545642. Our direct line is 08122152971. 08122152971. The special number for the female is 081288 58614. 08128858614. Call down the line, your name and where are you calling from? Good evening from here, Monitoring Spirit.
Ọ ga-adịrị gị na mma. Dezi uche mefọ udochukwu okike abịa ama dịrị gị ezigbo dede. Ọ ga-adịrị gị na mma. Holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. Holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu is another Savior. dede Nnamdi Kanu okike abịa ma chịpụrụ ime ihe niile onye ikikere niile dị n'ọba aka ya chikere eluigwe kwa ụwa ka ihe niile dị n'ime ya ọwụ onye ndu gị ọya ji gị ọya na-eri ya bụrụ na ọwụ dị ya mma ha egbugele nri dede dịsi ka ọ gbugele abụ anyị nọ na-adụ omedị ihe na-eme mụnwa nwa okechukwu chikọ esi m ọfọ na ọ gị na-atụ anọchiri m ike eji m ụkwụ m n'ala n'ochi ka dede akụnyere Biafra dede onye nkwa na onye ga-asị na Biafra gị dabịa Trump onye Biafra Trump onye America every Biafra is all over the world listen taa wee keke ọrụ isi bupụ beburu ihe ọbụla dede Nnamdi Kanu mepe ha ala ọnụ ya gbaghara anyị onye ọbụla na-emebi ya ọfọ afụgbuo ya asịrasị nọ na IPO na apụgele m ọfọ n'ala come shut up onye ha iji aka ekpebie ana m arụ ọrụ nke m ọ bụta ibu mmadụ bukwatara m onye ibu m ji aka m bukwata onwe m bikọta ama m na Biafra ajụgele m ụwa you don't know how you can just if you see the condition I find myself you will pray that you never dare to enter it. It is this Nigeria. Trump, if I'm privileged to be in position, I will prepare Trump that again. He is not the one to give us Biafra. We are only respecting him because the world agrees that power will be given to him. And I trust Trump. Trump must say it because if he don't say it, he will fall. Nobody can stop Biafra. My going back to our roots, let the Biafra go and start the book of Ruth. Ruth too. Our the Lord the marriage you go to Judges chapter 9. You go and see. That's why we are this blood. We are very careful. A whole John 70 sons was destroyed by one of his last side from another place. That Biafra is a religion and we are Biafra. You know that. And they make the end. Get this message. Number chapter 22. Read it. Because at the Balak, go and check any conspiracy, any Nigeria is doing now, you are fair. Nobody says this. You people don't know what is coming to you people. Number chapter 23. Go and check verse 19 to 24. Just for one verse 19 and 24, very important. Then chapter 23 of Numbers, 1 to end, chapter 9, very important. Therefore, it's an idol. Come on, you know, one more thing I came, but I never do much I can. I know I never said that death of man. You would have care of Pabon Milo, I am of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. People come and say, I tell you, I knew against that. Why don't you get that anymore? Then you tell me, for the little bit of what you have, we bring blood there for what they have in mind. Let's get a phone. Let's take a look here. Over there, how on your photo, on your photo, money. Let's start the new issues of a country, my apostle, and he level data, and the little road. You can't get in up and road to power and almost power can you from the work for your soup to you. Can go pull a joke, I can look that way, see 7. Then they broadcast yesterday. You need dead living now. Well, let's got the practice someone again. Okay, I'm going to open up the Biafra attack. Oh, I got a lot of money.
All must hate Biafra. Thank you very much. Our people must understand. It is as simple as ABCD. Why our leader is busy destroying Nigeria completely, our people must monitor them. Why I am going by our people is to make them wake up from the spell of Nigeria. Almost a month plus now, our leader have been shouting, hole in the neck, hole in the neck, hole in the neck. Going to 1 year, our leader will tell you, Buhari is dead, Buhari is dead. I want you to check your brain. If your brain cannot absorb this truth, you know there is a problem. But Nigeria, it will know no bound. What I don't understand with the number of intellectual everywhere, people are intellectually wicked. President is dead. They are spending billion to make sure nobody know about the death of the president. It is horrible. Look at Nigeria. They have suffered more than Somalia, even without war. That is why our people must put their mind on the 4 horrible things that happened to the generation of 1967 and 1970. Our leader keeps shouting, Aso Rock is empty, Aso Rock is empty. Every complaint is the presidency. Presidency. Who is this presidency? What is his father's name? Presidency, presidency. Call on WhatsApp, are you there? Call on WhatsApp. Of course, that is Zoo Epileptic Network.
Hello?
Yes, good evening from here. Go ahead,
Hello?
please. Good evening from here.
Onyibe. Good evening. My name is Mazi Nwabweze Akuta. I'm calling from Aba. Onyibe, I heard your topic this night, but I'm not trying to deviate from your topic, but there's a little information and others that I want to let the world know.
Go ahead, please.
Number one, okay, in Abia State now, kids have been shut down for a very long time, and there is no palliative, not single thing for the government or the governors to do for the people. They are trying to collect the little money that people have. Now, we got an information that the governor of Abia State and his commissioner have decided that the whole market in Abia State will raise 17-man committee. And that 17-man committee, they have went to the meeting with the government that they will be selling pearl, just common pearl. Each pearl is 5,000, and the hand sanitizer 2,000 naira. And the whole market, we must make sure that they have this pearl. Without that, the market will not open. So I asked myself, my wife used to sell those pearls, and the biggest one is 1,200 naira. The small one is for 600 or 700 naira. Now, commissioner and the rest of them now want to be commissioner of pearl to sell pearl 5,000, and there's hand sanitizer 2,000 naira. I ask myself, why are these people so wicked like this? Why are they so heartless? People are suffering in the midst of this coronavirus. They want to make money in the life of the people. What kind of country are we? Okay, if I don't forgot where he started, and he is there to make people to feel more pain. But that's for another day. So I'm saying this because of many people do not know what is going on. They want to say pearl that is not up to 1,000 naira, is 5,000. Anything they would like to mix themselves up. And again is this. You can remember when the Biafrans went to for our court, because people used to say that it's Nnamdi Kanu court. No, Nnamdi Kanu has no case with the Nigeria government. That is our case, but he's the person dying for us. Now, the children, Biafra children, laid curse upon Nigeria at Abuja there. Every old man and women laid curse upon Nigeria that for the fact I can't hear you.
Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Okay. So our old men, fathers and mothers with their staff lay curse upon Nigeria. But for the fact that Buhari have detained our leader, so he shall be detained, because one day the oppressor must be oppressed. Now, Where is Buaria in Asorok? He's nowhere to be found. Buaria detained our leader in Kujo prison. And then where is him? Is nowhere to be found. The same way he separated our leader from his family is the same way the God of Biafra separated Buaria from his family. Don't mind the fake Buaria they are posing. Now, nobody, both Asorok, everybody that join hand to commit that sacrilege against Biafra, the children of Chukwokike Abiyam, the children of Chukwokike Abiyam, all of them are facing the same shame. I look at Brutai that send people to come and kill people at Afaruku, and the whole people that have been messing up in Aba. Where is Brutai now? His mother is dead and buried. Brutai cannot come and do some burial this thing to the mother. Is he not shame? What of Osubanjo, the man that called himself a man of God, and because of money, Osubanjo forget the things of God. A professor, a senior advocate for that matter, put God aside to be a vice president. Some that is educated, wise, brilliant, modern is remoting him. Now, where is Osubanjo? Because when you put God aside, God will put you aside. At the same time, where is Osubanjo now? It's nowhere to be found. People say that these people pray to these people, they are facing their nemesis. All of them are facing their nemesis. So shall it be to those that treat the Biafrans. Even if the Biafrans that maltreat the Biafrans the same way, they shall face the same thing. Because nobody that will treat Biafrans and unfair and go scot-free. So, Onyibe, I will stop here. But I want to at least discuss a little over this thing the governor of Abia State is doing. Because people have been committing. In our street, we don't sleep at night because of Amrob is already stealing when there's business. Talkless of now, there's no business. People are everywhere. Even common chicken, Gary, you will see plantain will stand up like then we use land and cut the plantain this thing up. You will see the plantain, but you will not see any plantain this and there. So the thing is very serious, and the government don't want to help anybody. They are still collecting money. So I will stop here. Thank you, Onyibe.
Thank you for all that update. That is why I try reminding us about the horrible experience of our ancestors, 1967 to 19. The same pattern is what they are using. These people don't care for us. These people don't care for us. And it's important we understand the mindset they have for us and reciprocate in the same manner. It's as simple as that. Because all this why we have believed in slap me here and slap you there. Honestly, I believe in forgiveness. When they slap you here, give them the other one, let them slap you. But don't forget that God has not forgiven Satan up to today. We must learn to use our tongue and count our teeth. Yes, God say when they slap you on the left ear, give them the other one. But since the beginning of the Bible till today, God have not forgiven Satan. That is because there are certain issues that should be responded to. No matter how you try to, God knows Satan cannot repent, even though they give him 1 million forgiveness. You think Nigeria will one day consider us as a people? And then I would suggest you think again. Are you there, caller on the line?
Hello, my brother.
Good evening from here.
So happy to hear your voice.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for what happened, because I don't know exactly what happened. But I have your voice. You're highly welcome, sir. So, hello, my Lord.
You see.
There's something I want to ask you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this challenge that was I had that was to
Your voice is not very clear. Bring it closer to the phone so that I can hear you louder.
I'm asking, this collective that was sent,
I think that number now is redialing itself. I'm truly sorry, but if you can call back, you call back. But regarding the palliatives, I really don't know much about that. But supposing you were able to pass your question across, I believe the Biafra Land National Coordinator would be able to respond to it. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp, on the line, caller on the line.
good evening, my lord.
Yes,
May
Genica, good evening.
bless you. Good evening. My name is Genica. I'm calling from Enugu province of Biafra land. May Chukwu Kikabiyama bless you, and we thank Chukwu Kikabiyama for helping us to hear your voice again. May Kikero bless you and keep you for us here in Biafra land. May He bless you and bless your family. I was listening to you. I was enjoying everything, and that's why I so much like our leader, the Hamadike, the supreme leader, the man that shaped the zoo. Because if it happens that on that very day of 17th of September that they went to his house, if he reacted in the other way and the war started, maybe we would have made that same mistake that our forefathers made. But since then till now, he's still pushing on, he's still destroying the zoo. And I so much like his zoo. And that's why everyone must follow him and follow his instruction. Any day that we concluded with Chukwu Kikabiyama that to pursue these people and overtake them and recover everything that they have stolen from us, even from many years back now. We will go ahead. After when we are praying on that Passover period, Chukwu Kikabiyama told us that to go, we will overtake, we will recover all. Any day that Chukwu Kikabiyama told him that to go, we will pursue, we will recover all. We will go and recover everything. We will recover even all those things they have stolen, all those wealth they have stolen from our land. We will recover all of them. Because Chukwu Kikabiyama is on our side. And we bear these 4 things in mind, and we know that we will not make mistakes of our forefathers. And all those things that they have done wrong, we will not do it wrong, because Chukwu Kikabiyama will be with us. We are calling on him and him alone. We do not have the gods of other people. We worship him alone. We serve him alone. No other thing. We do not join any other God to worship. We worship Chukwu Kikabiyama, and we trust that one day He will liberate us from this zoo. And we are going. I know we are living. Chukwu Kikabiyama will bless you and bless all of you that are anchoring on Radio Biafra. I say, may Kekerowa keep keeping you. And we say, may Almighty, He that lives forever, bless you. Thank you, my
very
Lord,
much. We
for
must
being there
continue.
for us.
God
And
is
thank
faithful.
you for bearing the loss in your family.
God is faithful.
I thought you will not recover to come back and talk to us, because back to your root is the best I have ever listened to. I know our leader teaches us so many things, but his own aspect is to destroy Nigeria. But this
Of
back
course,
to our
the
root.
anointing now is Buhari neck. Those who believe in Buhari, they must be disgraced. Buhari in his grief must cry. Every day our leader come. That hole in the neck, we must find out who put it there. China, maybe it's China. They can't hide it. Thank you very much.
They made in China that they kept it in the Asu Rock. People have destroyed him to death and that he cannot even do anything. Now, additional is defending him. Nothing. You have fallen. And we are going home. I thank you, Kokadama, for everything that is happening. And I thank you for being there for us.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, Mazi, I'm here.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Mazi, good evening. Good evening, Biafrans all over the world from here. My name is Idudu. I am from Ozoro. Ozoro is in Isoko tribe. Isoko tribe is in Delta State. Delta State is in Biafra land. Mazi Onyibe, I called to contribute a little on two things that really bothers me, there are some things that I came across this evening really pissed me off. I bleed in my heart. This Alamajiri, this Janjaweed, their own is really getting. And each time when I look at how they boast about how they are going to conquer us, how they are going to rape our guests, how they are going to marry our women, how they are going to, impose Islam on us, and sometimes it's not as if that is what really get me angry. It is our people, us, we are the one giving them that chance, so sometimes it really pissed me off. So I'm just really, really very angry and pissed off. So that I said, okay, let me call on this program. I've called you some time ago. I told you about why don't we go in a way into our pastors, and I remember the reply you gave to me that almost 80 or 70% of Biafra pastors are with us, but I'm talking about the coastal region that I am from, you are from, I think those people, some of them, if they have not heard something from a pastor, they still want to be too daft and adamant, because I'm really very concerned. I think maybe I'm just suggesting, maybe if we can talk to our Hamadike, maybe if we can make a project for that, so that it may probably mean that the pastor to be talking to these people so that we can wake up from this whole nightmare of a zoo. It is getting out of hand. There is this comment that is just roaming all over the whole place as we are speaking. I'm just pissed off. And this is what they are boasting. They are going to be raping our girls. They are going to be marrying our women. There's nothing we can do about it. We should go and ask our ancestors what they have did to them before. All these things, my heart.
Go ahead.
So sometimes I feel the anger. I can't even have space in my heart anymore. I can't really have space in my heart anymore. Sometimes I feel like maybe I'm so sorry. I don't mean to say that way. Like maybe I don't know how my people are so adamant that they can't even take simple message. The fact is that these people are coming with Islamic as the agenda. We have preached it and preached it all over again. They are still trying to be like, who told you? It's not possible. It can't happen. It can't happen. They are speaking English. Today in Okpa Anam, in Delta State, Biafra land, that within Onitsha Bridge and the boundary, I think 2 to 3 people were being killed by Fulani herdsmen. In fact, the chairman of the community was also killed. The chairman of the community also killed. And these people are people who are living in those regions. They plant yams and vegetable to earn a living. I have lived with these people before. I know they are hardworking people. And Fulani will not even allow them to plant their crops. Today, they have invaded their community. They killed the chairman and they made away with other 2 lives. And according to the reporter, the Fulani, they ran away. And police will not come because the commissioner of police in Delta State is a Fulani man. He will not come. And this is how they will continue to be killing people.
My brother, everything you are saying, those are the things that make me behave the way I behave. People don't understand. Now, if I follow first of all, you talk about our pastor. I always tell our people, no matter what we are doing here, Yoruba are the one controlling 90% of our youth inside church. To them, they are going to heaven. And when I hammer that angle now, so that our people can come out from a Yoruba church. Yoruba children say, don't curse Yoruba, don't curse Yoruba. How can we march when 90% of our children are controlled by Yoruba people? How many of our people are even pastor? That is a problem. Number two, Fulani are killing people everywhere. You just talk of Okpanam. If I give you statistic of how many people Fulani have killed today, even in the name of lockdown, it will amaze you. But do you know why? Almost all the DPO police in Biafra land, all of them are Yoruba. That matter will not go anywhere. Their slave master, Awasa Fulani, will call them. I said, that matter is not going anywhere. And that is it. So who are we fighting now? Not until our people understand that they have to be, I don't know the name to call it. Believe me, they will continue doing it. Everything they have said they will do to us, they are doing it to the later.
You just reminded me something very big. This my brother from Isoko is a coordinator in France. I'm still watching him, observing him, although he's a coordinator. I was discussing with him on how we can go evangelism in Isoko land. And I told him this same issue concerning pastors, that how can we penetrate our pastor? Do you know what he told me? He told me, say, oh, but leave that, not be pastor, so there's other we can do about it. He said that the pastor are being controlled by the CAN. And if the CAN
is Nigeria.
So is the CAN, is it a cultist organization?
That is what I'm
Christians
telling
cannot
you.
see that they are killing. That Christians cannot see that they are killing them to rise up, and CAN will tell them that to shut up, and they will shut up. Is CAN a cultist organization?
I beg, talk small, make them know say you be antichrist. I beg, don't let them hear.
No, at least they should understand what I'm saying. I was talking to a brother from Isoko. He's a coordinator in France, an IPOB. I was telling him that how can we evangelize in Isoko? Why can't we go to the pastor and explain to them the Islamic agenda that is coming? So that at least if that one is only what is going to spark their brain to believe in Biafra. All what he told me that the CAN is controlling all our pastors. They will not say anything.
This one you are saying now, our leader have been trying to enlighten the people that the man in Asu Rock is dead. Wait 2023 election. Every church in Biafra land, all of them are INEC office. All of them are INEC office. That is when they give you vision. The Lord said Buhari is a answer prayer. His wife is virtuous. His children are all holy. The children of God prayed and God sent Buhari. Buhari is a Messiah. We have not forgotten.
On our Lord support.
On our Lord support. Olika support. Oboroboro support. They begin to see. Hope Uzodema in Imo State is God that brought him. My brother, our battle plenty. Not until we drag these people, we drag these people out. Make we just they talk first. Honestly,
okay.
We have passed the stage. The point is that we are saying and they are hearing. Maybe one day people will run on the offense because this is the truth. These people tie us every corner. No breathing space. By the grace of God, I'm here in Biafra land. I know every frustration going out in every corner. And only people who have genuine blood can feel this pain from where they are. Let's go back to how our leader's house was invaded. In the morning, army will carry armored car and be driving in front of his house. Tell them, what are you people doing? This is a resident. They say they are doing show of force. Invariably, show of muzzle. They are coming to show muzzle. In a high densely populated civilian area. Nigerian army is coming there to show of muzzle. But they are running from Sambisa forest. But it will get to all of us. And maybe we will get sense then.
I pray we have sense.
What we all have to do is let's be communicating to our people. Be communicating. Because one thing is the moment you prepare their heart, they know these things. The day they catch fire, Nigeria will know what is coming. So whatever I'm saying, whatever we say on Radio Biafra, whatever message we're giving to our people, at least they are knowing what they never know before. They are knowing already. So thank you for your positive contribution. But we are not going anywhere. And believe me, this battle, they will not win it. They will understand that we are the children of our Father. They will not win this battle.
You say.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yeah, my beloved. I got remember
I got Trumbe. Put it the one. I got Trumbe one. Put one
I
now.
got remember
Put
one.
one.
I got remember one.
Now you are
Yeah, the
coming.
early. I'm okay, my brother. What I get in house here. Mene take off first thing. This is okay for no see what I miss crime for. What's up land? I hear from Omaka. Omaka still remains in all the province of Biafra land. Mas every other protocols are duly observed. My beloved, I called in respect of this Obanam, what I saw this evening, but I thank God that this my comrade mentioned it now. Mas, the one thing that pains me there, the youth leader was killed, and some other people were maybe absconded with us, and our people are there blocking the road. Mas, how many are these people? And when we are engineering, talking to our people to
See,
take their land by, they don't want to. The
see,
young men don't want to react.
see. Let me tell you
Uh,
what you people don't understand. Do you understand? Our people
Yeah.
are ready to do the needful,
Okay.
but the time is not right. Why did I say
Okay.
the time is not right? Let me say it to the hearing of everybody. Nigerian government have a way they deal with us. And how do they do it? If Okpana and youth rise up, they will chase those Fulani idiots and burn down every police station. They will destroy every president of Nigeria. But do you know what Ukowa will do? They will go and hold Ukowa or gunpoint. And why they do that? They will deploy army from Boronu, from everywhere. They will deploy Boko Haram. They will burn down Okpanam this night. They did it in Odi. They did it in Aba. They did it in Bayelsa almost 3 times last year. And I think they've done it this year. And so they are like making an example out of us. And our people must understand that is how they function. So the day we will attack them in 100 community. Let them burn down 100 community there. They will stop all these things. That is why you see our people don't talk. And when the youth revolt now and they burn down their house, there is no provision to help them. And so we also should begin to make that kind of provision. Look at our Abba. One idiot police went to buy Igbo. He didn't pay for the Igbo. He brought gun and started shooting people. They heard him, and somewhere along the line, they were the ones shooting themselves. They were the ones killing themselves. Did they not burn almost 7 houses?
Yeah.
But the point is that, believe me, we are not weak like that. Our people are not ready for the consequence. Our leader, one of his brokers, he made a simple insight. He gave us a simple insight. What is the population of Nigerian police, including all the invited terrorists? What is their population? You think if we come out, they can stand us? Of course, we do not count them by their population. We count them by the power of the ammunition. A man with AK-47 may have the ability to put maybe 40 people to flight. We give them the normal figure, let them shoot and run out of bullets, and then at the end of the day, we give them a testament that they will not forget in their life. But believe me, there is more to that. They target our women, they target our young men. There is no provision to protect them yet. And then when we are ready for them, all those things must be considered. That youth president was practically killed. Maybe he refused to collect money from Islam to Islamize his people. Was a king from within that community not murdered, and they went to drop his dead body in Edo State? Did you hear anything? So all these things they are doing, they know where they hold us. And until we pull out, they will continue doing it. Honestly. So when they do this thing, it looks like we are lazy. We cannot respond. There is a way they do things. If you go to North now, they do you and you respond. Their governors will defend them immediately. But all our governors, all of them are there as a servant of Yoruba, Fulani, and Hausa. And they fight for their interest, not our interest. That is the problem. Go ahead, and sorry for interrupting you.
Yeah, I got remember. You are 100% right. You can see, okay, look at a practical example now. You can see that idiot in Imo State, Hope Uzodinma. Because a Nama or kid, I don't know what the noise said they're talking, and asking them beside people to pay 8 million. That Onion made it yesterday in his broadcast. All those people that are being killed, who are paying compensations to them. You see your House of Rep that we get as play them 10 million, or if they have not collected, I don't know, 10 million USD to force laws against our people to vaccinate everybody by force. But here in Europe, we are. Nobody. It's not possible. It does not say that. Look at what is happening in Alabama half year. Police, army are still ready to go and wipe out that village. If not the intervention and the publicity, we are shouting. People are writing. People are complaining. They are ever ready to go there and ransack that village. What are the one in Ebony State? But Mazi, I think anyway, we are getting there. We're under command and control. I think Onyendo know the best. And when he raise up his hand, Mazi, everybody, all of us will come home. Because you people are there for us, and we are here for all of you. They don't tell me they will kill all. We are more than 80 to 900 million. Of course, they don't have census there. We are more than that. But we want to tell our brothers, our hardcore Biafrans, those of them carry in Biafra land, to remain resolute. And the man is carry, but you better follow us. You better go and identify with this honorable IPOBs all over the world. So that when the gong knocks, because of course he can't stay outside, stay on the fence and tell us what to do. Come inside, give us that the idea. You want to hear Mas, I have to leave it here. I appreciate you. Please continue pushing. You are trying. Chukwuka is your strength. May Chukwuka continue to inspire you for what you are doing for your motherland. Onyano, you thank you. And they was okay for
Thank
it.
you very much. We are not
Yes,
going
sir.
anywhere. Our people must understand one day things will change. It will not be the way they always want it. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here, Mazi.
Good evening from here, and thank you for holding on. Go ahead, please.
Okay, shalom, Mazi.
Shalom.
Thank you very much. I thank the Lord who have given you the strength for the loss of your brother, because your courage and strength is a source of inspiration to thousands of Biafrans all over the world. Having said that, Mazi, a lot have happened. We miss you so much. A lot have happened. The zoo is totally finished. A country where there is no sitting president, no sitting vice president, the chief of staff to president that has since become an important office, a secretary, somebody who is supposed to be a team maker to the president now calls the shot. It's no longer there. The murderer, the killer called Buratai is no longer there. Nigerians are very, very shameless people, very, very shameless. Nobody calls the shot. Aso Rock is empty. Only the useless Yoruba media, keep deceiving people, making it look like there's still something, a semblance of governance in that country. But shame on them. The whole country is going to come down. That very so called Femi Adesina, you are a very useless man, going to perish with Abba Kyari, because you guys are the architects of all this nonsense going on. Adesina is going to perish. AGK Mbaka, you cannot escape destruction. You will perish yourself. That filthy Yoruba girl called Adiola here in the US, you are going to perish. You guys can never escape destruction, because the judgment of the Lord is upon the whole wicked world. All the world, all of you who are complicit in killing, slaughtering Biafran children, women, and men in 67 to 70, starving them to death, and you sweep it under the carpet. You don't want the world to know about it. And the lying, hypocritical world, they are still pretending like nothing happened. They don't want to talk about the Biafran story. Let me tell you, the judgment of the Lord is upon you. A greater than COVID-19 is coming. It's going to sweep you all off. All those useless politicians in Biafra land, you and your posterity, your children and children will suffer for all this wickedness you are committing. Very soul, Okezie Ikpeazu in Abia State. You're already a dead man. There's no need talking about you guys. You are completely gone. The zoo can never stand. One thing that is important to me, Mazi, like you constantly point out, is that our people, the Biafran people, I don't know why we keep talking about this and they are not getting it. You know, I'm telling them that Yorubas are children of Satan. They don't seem to get it. Where are all those useless pastors? Go and pray away COVID-19, Yoruba. I've never seen any of them say anything tangible. Even that useless one they call Fanekayode, who constantly speak from both sides of his mouth. Can't you even stand up for Ududuwa for once? You see them talk about Ududuwa today, it's just in their lips. In their heart, they still want one Nigeria. Fanekayode, you are eulogizing a perisol like Abba Kyari. You are supposed to be our leader's friend, so to speak. But Abba Kyari ordered the killing of our leader. They invaded his home, killed a lot of Biafrans there, and you're eulogizing a murderer. It's just like telling me that Judas Iscariot, was a man because somebody liked him. He was a good man, and then he betrayed the Christ. These are children of Satan. They can never stand for the truth. Leopards can never change their spots. We know them. They don't. I listened to one they call of Professor Akintoye. Saying everything. Yoruba came. They are in Benin, in Niger. They are in Brazil. They are in Cuba. They're all over the world. Is that the issue? You're all over the world and you don't have your own nation. Aren't you guys ashamed? And all the beautiful speeches given, nothing, giving all history of Nigeria, 1963, with Clifford Constitution. Is that what we are talking about? We're talking about you guys stand for your own nation. Our people have an adage that you don't tell the blind man that the market is over. But I see that these people are worse than blind people because they think we are kidding. They think we are joking. We've told these people that we are totally done with you, whether life or death, whether anybody agrees or not. And nobody can stop the Biafran restoration. I don't care how many they are. All the ones that came against us in the last time, the Soviet Union, where are they? France, Britain, useless Britain will be completely decimated. Their destruction will come. It's coming from heaven. You all think you are superpowers. But the common virus have put the whole world to stand still. Shame on you all. Use your nuclear weapon to go and fight the virus. A greater than COVID-19 will come for you all. Let Biafra go. Leave Biafra alone. Because you guys don't know what is coming. We are calling on all great Biafrans, children, women, and men. It is time for you all to stand for your nation. Stop going to Yoruba churches. Stop marrying Yoruba people. What kind of hearts do you guys have? Can't you hate that which hates you? Yoruba started marrying our people, immediately after the Civil War. There's a reason they are marrying them. It's not because of love.
It
But
is
these
to get
gullible,
our
senseless
culture,
people, they don't even understand.
our culture, know the secret of our culture. And they are knowing it already. The secret of every culture and tradition is given to the women, not the son.
Exactly.
If you want to know everything your mother know, it's the women. That is why in those days they pray to have woman as the first daughter because they learn faster and they are able to pass it to others. Can you see Buhari with toothpick? Did you bring Naso Rock with toothpick? You think it's Yoruba woman that cook soup that is using toothpick to remove the particles? Or Hausa woman? It's Igbo woman. For Jubri to use toothpick, it take Igbo woman to prepare that soup. But our people cannot see that. They are busy seeing themselves evil. My people are useless. My people are hopeless. My people are indisciplined. That's what we are busy doing to ourselves.
Very unfortunate. No one Yoruba pastor have ever opened his mouth to condemn the atrocities committed against us in the past. Let alone, it's not like they even stopped. There was just a ceasefire in 70. But the war never ended. It continued up till today. These people watch you, you're thriving, you're doing very well. You came to their land in Lagos, you turned it all over to some different. They're not happy about it. They're envious. They want to put you down. In spite of all these things, Biafran people keep being very, very naive. Yoruba who they born in a house of Dibia, Babalawo, will be your pastor. Are you guys, something is wrong with you? Yeah? Somebody who you commit your spirituality to, you don't know that you have enthroned them over you? Mazi, you keep saying it every time. Like I already know, and I say this, I preach to our people here, that when you allow somebody else, more so the one that hates the hell out of you, to control your spirituality, you are gone. No Yoruba can go to Igbo man's church there to pray.
It is in their law. It is in their law. They will say they cannot prosper. They even swear for themselves that they cannot prosper in a church pastored by Igbo man. They have a word for it. They said to themselves, we cannot prosper in a church pastored by Igbo man, except their treasurer or one of our brother don't drag them enter his house.
It's terrible.
They don't do that. I see it every day.
Terrible.
Somebody wants you to somehow believe that, oh, they are good, you're gonna be fine. You're not gonna be fine.
Exactly.
We're gonna make it fine.
You can never be fine. You never can. It never can be fine. Because if you look at all these useless Pentecostal churches, if just 50% of those attending those churches stop going, Biafran people, 50% of them stop going, those churches are down. Because the last time I checked, I know Yorubas have no religion. They are not Christians, they are not Muslims. They use Christianity to deceive Biafrans. But they use Islam to curry favor from Fulani because they never can deceive Fulani. No matter how they shout their Allah, they don't regard them as Muslims. So it's still these our naive people that don't get it. Because when you tell a Biafran, you say, oh, leave that thing, we'll be one. How can you be one with your enemy? How can you be one? Was Jeremiah Awolowo not a Christian? His name is Jeremiah Awolowo Obafemi. And yet he could still starve, Biafran people to death. Stole their money, reduce them to 20 pounds. Are these people human beings? Are they the kind of people you should talk to with pet words, massage their ego? Satan? Look at the characteristics of Satan. Wickedness, hatred. They are all shamelessness. They are all in this people. They will say everything, talk from morning to night. They can never call for their own nation. No. They set up Omoteku is the way they will use Omoteku to kill Igbo people. That's all they do.
Thank you very much.
People, it's time for you guys to wake up.
My time is up.
Time for you guys to wake up. Very unfortunate. Thank you, Mazi. Yes. I'll leave it here.
And of course, this is where we draw the curtain for this evening segment. Biafrans across the globe, while we are still in the mood of remembering men and women who put their life on the line, that we might see this day, the 30th day of the month of May, Heroes and Heroines Remembrance Day. Let us focus on 14 they went through. Above all, the fourth one there said the war has not ended. Don't think it has. Sincere appreciation to those of you who were able to call in. My apology for those of you on the line already. Honestly, my time is up and I cannot pick your call. Tomorrow morning is another day. We'll continue from there. May Elohim be with all of us. Guide our leader and his deputy. Divinely inspire every principal officer. Wake up every member of Biafran. Everybody is a Biafran. Create the consciousness and the hunger for Biafra restoration in all of us. Let all of us go crazy for Biafra. So we come mad in the street of Nigeria and we cure them themselves.
There are so many of them, and they are so exuberant, the Biafrans. Even the refugees sing, especially when they have just been told their homes have been recaptured and they can go back to them. They sing when they get their daily meal.
You can't take away what God has brought for us. You can't take my life and say it's all over. The pain is in my heart. You killed us. Why you try to take my life? Why? This goes out to all the Biafran kids who were starved to death by the Nigerian government. By the Nigerian government for no reason. I say forgiveness is not in our dictionary. Nigeria must pay for this because we will not only remember the words of our enemy, but also the silence of our friends. Biafra, Biafra is here. Long live Biafra. Long live Biafra. Biafra, Biafra is here. Long live Biafra. Long live Biafra. Oh, oh,
Biafra was in the beginning, and Biafra has no end. A people of courage, of strong heart and spirit, who will not be punished, who cannot be oppressed, who will continue to fight until they hold freedom in their hands. Long live Biafra.
Biafra, Biafra is here. Long live Biafra. Long live Biafra. Biafra, Biafra is here. Long live Biafra. Long live Biafra. Biafra, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Bless our leader, Master Namkana. God bless our supreme leader, Master Onyibe. God bless Biafra. God bless my country.
There are so many of them, and they are so exuberant, the Biafrans. Even the refugees sing, especially when they have just been told their homes have been recaptured and they can go back to them.